And welcome back again to Crypto Hawk Show. Got a good one lined up, a great one. I'm going to show you crypto adoption. I'm going to show you the starting of global crypto adoption. I'm not looking at me and you buying something, getting the price of XRP to $3 and getting a fucking stiffy. Okay, we're not dealing with that. All right. We're dealing with countries and very powerful families being involved in moving tokenized securities, derivatives all around the world, testing it out with the federal system. We're not talking about a bunch of influencers trying to bump the price of something up 50 cents or whatever. That's not what today's show is about. Today's show, I'm going to show you very clearly XDC and XRP are right there with moving probably $1 quadrillion a year eventually. Stocks, bonds, derivatives. This is massive. I've got connections here that are really, really deep. They're open to the public. These aren't any that I had to be a super deep diver to find, but I had to spend some time connecting all the dots. I'm going to show you today how huge this is. That's UGE without the H. This is very huge. So get ready, because there's gonna be a lot of articles I'm gonna go over, and what you're gonna see it's gonna be a little complicated. Okay, complicated in the fact that there's a lot. I'm gonna show you a lot of windows that I got to open up, and the connections go right to countries. Like the actual country is involved in this process, not just a couple small little savings and loan banks. This goes pretty deep. Okay. My name's Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. Don't buy anything that I say. Don't do anything on the show at all. Just my goal is to financially get you destroyed. All right. I'm not wearing my Trump pin today, but I got my little Trump flag in the background as a subliminal message showing that we've had enough of the Democrats and this fucked up mess Joe Biden's got us in for the past 4 years. I'm going to show you later. Everybody's expecting a crash. Maybe it lasts a week, a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year. How long can you make it? I've only got 2 months worth of pay into crypto, and that's it. If I don't get rich off my crypto, I'm not dumping everything I got and mortgaging the house. And if I don't get rich enough, like I expect my XRP to get me 20 to 100 million. If I hit that much, I'm cool. I'm grateful. I'll be having a great life the rest of my life. I'll be living off my interest, staking my crypto at, 17%, and figure 100 million at 17%. That's about what, 17 million a year. So I get about $1.5 million a month paycheck. What is that? 300,000 a week. Look, just keeping it real. If you can't live off 300,000 a week, you got something fucked up in your head. Okay. Now, in order to get there, we got to go through a black swan. You got to have gold and silver coins. I sell those on my channel. I highly, highly recommend you get gold and silver coins. Here's why. Something might pop up that maybe you want to buy. Let's say you got a bunch of gold and silver coins, or maybe just got silver only. Some people say silver's going to go up 10, 20 times, and gold's only going to go up 3, 4, 5. Hey, whatever it is, get the gold and silver coins. When a recession hits, I'm not worried. I've got gold and silver coins. I could last a whole year. I'm not even concerned. I could just live off that shit for a whole year, not have to work, not have to do anything. Especially when it doubles and triples and stuff, I don't have to work for 2 years. Okay? They can black swan that fucking shit for 2 years. I don't care. I'm fine. Question is, can you make it? And if not, don't overbuy your crypto. But I don't have any money for silver. Get a fucking loan. Pay it off at $50 a month for the next 5 years if you have to. Okay? Well, that's a lot of interest. Do you think you're going to be waiting 5 years to get rich, crypto? Okay. So if you're interested, I'd highly recommend it. Because remember, when all this shit goes bad, I'm going to be sucks being you. Why didn't you get the silver coins like I said? So you go to my channel. Let's do that real quick, and we'll start with the news after that. Here's my channel. You'll see home, videos, shorts, live, playlist. Go to videos. Click on any one of these videos. I'll go to the second one. Bitcoin worst sell-off in history. Okay, look below the videos. I had 291 views. 2 hours ago, 18 products. Go 5 inches to the right where it says more. Click on that. Then you got Walmart 1 ounce coin, $35. Walmart 1 ounce silver round by AppMex, $145. On and on. Okay, so I sell gold, silver coins. I do not get paid from that. I have crypto wallets, which I get a percentage on, and necklaces, which I get a percentage on as well. There is your introduction and business. First 5 people: Stephen Morris, XRP Flea, Mr. Therion, and Mr. OG. Those were the first 5. And let's see, we got Eternal Being, sleeping but we'll watch later. Go Team Hulk. Michelle's like, woohoo, members only tonight. And I'll have a free show tomorrow. All right. We have got to go to work on this. Here's a deep dive, everybody. This sucker is massive. Let me do a copy and a paste. Hope you got about 20 minutes because this fucking shit's going to take that long. I want you to see, brand new people, I want you to see how deeply connected XDC and XRP are, okay? We don't worry about the price. Oh, wait a second. Somebody gave a donation. Let me check earlier. Dennis. 5 Dennis 1, 2, 3. Japan would never have raised rates without permission from BlackRock and governments. Totally coordinated. Okay. The 1970 legend says, agreed. Hulk say it ain't so. XDC is on this program, of course. Here we go. Here's the title. Now, I want you to see what's going on. Some of these businesses you have never heard of, okay? And I've never heard of. That's because it's overseas. And these are banks that deal with just like institutional investors, not little shits like you and me. So you have a company called Bayern, LB, BAYERN, capital LB, in case you're just listening or you're blind. No offense. I got blind people that listen and they need to know how to spell this shit. Bayern LB issues digital registered bond during a ECB, that's European Central Bank wholesale digital distributed ledger trial. Okay, what do we got? We have some big banks involved in wholesale. You have the European Central Bank involved in this. My God, this is huge, okay? It's huge. Then you have wholesale. Anytime I hear wholesale, right off the top, it's XR Pizzle, and that's for shizzle. During July, several institutions, several means 3 or more, conducted experiments as part of the Eurosystem wholesale DLT settlement trials using central bank money, everybody. We're not dealing with 2 little credit unions. We're dealing with the European Central Bank, okay? One test involved Bayern LB issuing a digital registered bond, a crypto bond, okay? They're testing crypto just to let you know. That's why you're not rich this afternoon, okay? They're issuing a digital bond, crypto, to test the use of distributed ledger technology for ownership, assignment, and settlement. Stadtparkkasse München, whatever the fuck that is, some bank, was the buyer and made the payment using the Deutsche Bundesbank trigger solution. When you're dealing with Deutsche Bundesbank, that's pretty much fucking massive. That's like the central bank or something of Germany, everybody. See, we're not dealing with little companies here. These are the grandfathers of Europe, everybody. The power brokers, shot callers, whatever you want to call it, the godfathers. When you start throwing around names like I'm doing right now, these people are the big ones. This isn't little Anthony Pompliano and all these little crypto people. No, these are like the people running the fucking world, okay? The trigger solution is one of 3 settlement avenues being tested as part of the European Central Bank Distributed Ledger Technology settlement trials, which now includes 60 banks. That's 60 banks are involved in this. Are you hearing me? Holler if you hear me. It involves making the SWIAT, SWIAT, permissioned blockchain which hosts the digital bond. So imagine you have a platform. It's called SWIAT, SWIAT. Then you have another blockchain called Trigger, the Trigger chain. That's number 2. Then you got 3, the Bundesbank blockchain. That's 3 right there. The Trigger chain initiates a payment in the central bank on the Target 2 real-time gross settlement system. The digitization of security transactions based on DLT not only enables us to process transactions quickly and efficiently, but also to increase security and transparency. Now, we've dropped some names here, some very big names. And we talked about a few different banks here. You got Bayern LB, Staatsparkpass, München, Deutsche Bundesbank. Those are 3 banks right there. Germany's massive. I think actually Germany's like the biggest economy in Europe. And they're the ones running this test. The government, okay? The government. The digitization. Look down here. NTD data. I'm going to tell you about NTT. This is where, if you have XDC, you're going to start getting a baby fist. The Donald J. Trump baby fist. Here's where NTT comes in. NTT was the technical service provider and is a partner and node operator on the SWIAT blockchain. We're going to find out who's all a part of the SWIAT blockchain in here in just a minute. But NTT's involved. Now, there's also a company called Helaba, Helaba. That is where the actual German government comes into this, everybody. Are you seeing this? You've got some massive old school banks, people that are running shit all over the world. Now they're admitting to testing. Look, they've already done their shit, but let's just go with it. Now they're finally admitting to testing crypto. That's why you're not rich. Now let's look at some of the truth bombs here. We're talking about SWIAT. I'll remind you of some of the names as we go through this. Now we're going down a rabbit hole. Let me do a copy and a paste. Wait, hold on. We got some donations here. Tax-free money for Crypto Hulk. Let's see. You can look at the article while I look through here. Terrence McNamara. Great atmosphere red on XDC. Thanks for the tax-free donation. Appreciate that. The United States government can suck it. The IRS can suck it, I mean. James Kilby, thank you very much. Would you recommend trading some XRP for XDC? I have a decent chunk of XRP, but no XDC. I would. I'd diversify that out. XDC is available on Uphold, says King Arthur Crypto. Maybe you like swap it out. See if you can like swap it. That way you don't have to pay fees or something. I don't know how to do all that stuff. All right. Mr. OG says $1 and you get 41 XTC. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. Let's go to the next article here. I already gave it to you. Now, this gets a little bit deeper. We talked about SWIAT, WSIAT. It's a platform, and it aims to be SWIFT for digital assets. This article here is 3 years old, almost. It's 2.5 years old. Here we go, everybody. Now it's time to start listening. Pull your fat ears out. Make sure you got a good angle on that so you can hear. Germany's Deca Bank founded SWIAT. So now we know there's a bank called Deca Bank. It's in Germany, and they made the platform SWIAT with a grand plan to bring together global financial institutions on a shared digital asset platform. But Crypto Hulk, is this going to take over the XRP ledger? How about if you shut the fuck up and just listen so I can explain the shit? Similar to what SWIFT has done for payments. SWIAT stands for Secure Worldwide Interbank Asset Transfer. That's SWIAT. And is an enterprise blockchain platform where banks control the nodes. It says it's had interest from the likes of LBBW, Standard Chartered. Oh, that's a Ripple partner right there. Although there are no formal commitments yet. Now remember, this is almost 3 years old. 2 executives from Deca Bank, Germany's 4th largest asset manager, outlined the project yesterday during the European Blockchain Convention. The problem that SWIAT wants to solve in the security sector is familiar to incumbents. We have a very fragmented, hierarchical financial infrastructure, which slows down the velocity of transactions and is very extremely expensive and extremely ineffective, says Deca Bank, Martin Moeller. The challenge is not to utilize the technology. The challenge is to rethink transactions entirely within the potential of blockchain. Deca Bank concluded that the data, the assets, and the transactions should be linked and managed on a single blockchain network. Think of the XRP ledger. Then think of the SWIAT chain. The Trigger platform is another. Like imagine the XRP ledger. And imagine if you put a small platform, a circle platform called SWIAT, and then maybe 50 feet over there, you put the Trigger platform. And then in another spot, you put the Bundus platform, okay? So they're all sitting on top of the ledger. Now, the ledger provides a bridge. It's called Codius. You know, the thing that nobody talks about and says that Codius is dead. Okay. That we've only gone over Codius at least 10 times on my show over the past few years, maybe 15, I think. So that's kind of what you got. But what we have now is we've got the R3 network. So that goes, so you have XRP, then you got the R3 on top of that, and then all these, now there's spaces in there. I mean, look, I don't know how the shit exactly works, all right? I'm not a tech guy. I'm just trying to break this down so at least I can understand some way in what it works. But again, I really don't care because I don't know how this fucking works. As long as I turn it on and I can take nice little pictures and video for my show, that's all I want to know. So that's what's going on. They're not alone. Citibank, which is a Ripple partner, is backing a similar initiative. It's called the Regulated Liability Network with enterprise blockchain firm Settle. Not to mention R3's network, which utilizes XDC crypto. Okay, so that's what they're talking about. These different networks are all out there. Regulated Liability Network. You got Settles Network. You got R3's network. Okay. Now, I'm going to hold off. Okay, if we look a little bit down below, where it says progress so far, hyphen securities lending. Go to the first paragraph. The SWIAT network is already up and running with plans to close a funding round from industry participants in the middle of next year. Go down to the third paragraph. It talks about HQLAX, okay? The DCP sounds similar, rather similar to another blockchain-based securities lending platform, HQLAX. So now we have another platform. So we have the Trigger platform, the SWIAT platform, the Bundesbank platform. You got the R3 platform. You got the HQLAX platform. I think we'll take a look. Don't forget about HQLAX. I'll tell you about them later. They're an R3 partner. Here's this article here talking about Standard Chartered. We just read about Standard Chartered in this article. Let me show you what we got here. Standard Chartered completes strategic investment in Ripple. You know when this was? 2016. We're talking 8 years ago. Standard Chartered was a Ripple partner. Now we learned about DecaBank, and DecaBank invented the SWIAT platform. Remember? At least I sure hope to God you do, because if you don't, oh, your fucking brain is shit. Look at this article right here. Ripple. Now this article is about 5 months old. Okay, I know it's old, 5 months, but listen to this. Ripple announces acquisition of Standard Custody and Trust Company. Okay. Ripple is acquiring Standard Custody to boost its regulatory licenses and expand services in digital assets. It's for institutional customers. Now, if we go down, okay, who are they? Okay, look under strategic partnerships and clientele. So go down to where it says expanding regulatory license portfolio, enhanced service offerings. Go to strategic partnerships and clientele. Look at their clientele. HSBC, Ripple partner. Oh, look, DecaBank is right there. Ripple partner, VP Bank, DZ Bank in Germany. Then you got Societe Generale, that's a Ripple partner. BBVA, Switzerland, Ripple partner. DBS, Ripple partner. Zodia Custody, Ripple partner. Now we just got talking about how R3 has the XDC crypto. Now Ripple's all mixed up in this. See how they work together? So somebody asked me, what should I get? You know what? Honestly, I don't think it really matters. As long as you get one of the two, you're good to go. Now here's an article here. Let's do a copy and a paste. DecaBank again. This article is 1.5 years old. DecaBank selects Swiss crypto specialist Medico to steer digital asset offering. Now we know again that DecaBank is partnered with 2 Ripple companies. This SWIAT blockchain company called DecaBank, which is owned by the Germans, has 2 Ripple partnerships, Standard Custody and Medico. It's all about cryptocurrency, okay? Now, who's also a member of this is Societe Generale and Ripple. Who's that one? Citibank. Let me show you the Societe Generale is using Ripple technology. We're right about in the middle of the deep dive, so hang on. We're about halfway almost. Okay, Ripple-friendly Temenos is picked by Societe Generale Group to modernize major bank in the Czechoslovakian Republic. So that article talked about Societe Generale and Citibank. So let's see, here's your Citibank connection with Ripple. Right here, just in, Citibank extends partnership with Ripple-powered Volante. So Volante is a payment system that is using Ripple's technology. It's ISO 20022 technology. Just so I put that out there. Let's go to the next. Now, this is an article here. It's about a year and a half old. Let's take a quick look at it. I'm showing you all the connections. I don't care what the price is now. When they greenlight this shit, you're fucking rich, okay? I'm just showing you right now in advance, whenever that day is. I don't know when that day is. But they're sure as fuck not hooking up Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's for damn sure. DecaBank selects Medico, which is Ripple, for digital asset custody. Today, Medico announced that Germany's DecaBank has selected Medico. There you go. It talks about the SWIAT platform and all these things, Societe Generale, BNP Paribas, mentions all these Ripple partners in this article. I'm not getting into it. Now, if we go back to the very first article, we're talking about, well, let me see, maybe it's the second article, HQLAX. Take a look at that while I go back and take a little peek. Yeah, in the second article, talks about SWIAT, DecaBank SWIAT platform. So go to the second article I showed you. DecaBank SWIAT platform, and if you scroll down, it starts talking about HQLAX. That's down in the middle of the article under progress so far, hashtag securities lending. Go to the third paragraph, HQLAX. CryptoHawk, tell us about HQLAX. It goes back 7 years, everybody. April 5th, 2017. HQLAX selects Corda. That's XDC. Get it, okay? Right there. R3 talks all about it. Who's involved in this? Oh, just CIBC, Commerzbank, Credit Suisse, ING, UBS, and then probably a bunch of other banks are involved, but that's not a big deal, right? To the dumb shit people, that is. Next, what is going on with NTT data? Let me do this copy paste. This is from the very first article. Okay, this was the very first article I showed you. I started the show off with this. We're talking about these banks and stuff. They moved this button, these three banks and these three platforms and stuff. NTT Data was involved in that, okay? Now let's look right here about NTT Data. Well, here's the article. This goes back about 1 year, okay? May of 2023. It's called Project Leonitis. It's a very, very big deal. R3 is involved in it with the XDC crypto. You know who else is involved in Project Leonitis? NTT Data. It's Italia. It's Italian. The Italian government's involved in this, everybody. Holy shit, Crypto Hulk. It's within the Spunta network. This is so fucking massive right now. Right now I'm showing you how the German government And I'm going to show you the German government here in the connection with these banks, with the Bundesbank and all that shit, okay? Here you got R3, which is the XDC crypto popping up again in collaboration with Italian Banking Association and NTT Italia. We're dealing with Project Leonitis, and they've got 94 nodes on this bitch, and 600 million transactions have occurred in 3 years. And this article was written a year ago. I wanted to show you they've had 600 million transactions. Are you seeing this? They've been running this shit for 3 years and haven't told anybody. They started in Project Leonitis. I mean, I can't imagine 600 million transactions in 3 years, everybody. Now it's been 4 years, so it's probably close to a billion, I mean, from 600 million. I'm sure in the past year, it's got 1 billion transactions. That's amazing to me. That shows me all this tokenization, maybe it's way farther than what we thought. But I'm showing you right here, this is all XDC. If it's 2 cents, fucking get it, okay? Next, we're almost done. Let me do a copy and a paste. Let me check the donation pot. There's that article. I'll show you it in a minute. Let's see what the comments have to say. Let's see. Five Dennis 123. FedNow uses Volante Ripple. If they use Volante, it's interoperable with FedNow. Yes, they do. Yes, 40,000 XRP is enough. Dave and Lance. Michael Gilbert, thanks for the tax-free donation. Appreciate all you do. What I'm here for is to show you guys facts. I know I don't have a lot of rockets blasting off today, and I'm not talking about price and predicting all this dumb shit. What I'm showing you is fundamentals. We'll say about 1 billion transactions with XDC, with this Project Leonitis and all this. Okay, this is massive right here. Let me go with this. Here's the article here. This is about 3 years ago. Executive summary, rethinking reconciliation with distributed ledger technology. This is an R3 page. They deal with the XDC crypto. Here again, you have NTT Data Italia. Focuses on use cases for organizations. They had a webinar. You can watch it. It's 7 minutes long. I'm not going to watch it, but for some people that want to learn more about R3, this R3 project is massive for the whole world. Now, I'm going to show you how the country of Germany is involved in this, okay? I kept telling you banks were involved, but the government of actually Germany is involved. Here's your proof right here. Let's look at this article. Now, again, if you go to my first article, how I started off the show, Bayern LB issues digital registered bond. Go down to right before it shows the chart. It shows NTT Data. I've already shown you that's the Italian Banking Association. So Italy's involved in this. And who else helped this is Helaba, was the payment processor. What is Helaba? Helaba. What is that, Crypto Hulk? Here's an article from July 3rd. 2024. So about a month ago. In quotes, it says, in quotes here, reliable partner in transformation. You have something called Halaba, publishes a sustainability report in 2023. Well, I'm not going to go through this whole thing. What I want to focus on is go to the first paragraph, go to the second to the last paragraph. Landes Bosparkas Hessen Thuringen. Okay. And if you scroll down to the blue section here, we, the Landesbank Hessen Thuringen, Jerza, whatever that is, okay. Let's go. Now remember, Helata helped process with NTT all these transactions, okay? And all that involves XDC, which is R3. Now I'm going to show you who the Landesen Hessen is, okay? We're going to Wikipedia with this one. Here's your tie-in to the actual German government. This is how big this is. Okay, now we're on Wikipedia. It shows Helaba to the very right, okay? And it shows country Germany. Let's read. The Landesbank Hessen Thuringen Gironen, whatever, or Helaba for short, is a state-owned commercial bank. There you have it. It's not a halfway owned, it's a state-owned commercial bank. The German government was just involved in all this fucking shit that I was reading off to you for the past, how long? 36 minutes, okay? There's all your evidence. You got all the Ripple banks, the German banks that are private like Deca Bank, the NTT, the Halaba, which is the actual German government, okay? We got into NTT, which is the Italian Banking Association, and I'm almost positive that is government-owned as well. And if it's not, there's a super high control factor by the government, okay? That is your deep dive. Let me click out of these articles and give me a minute to regroup. But that was massive right there for XRP and XDC. It's not going anywhere. See how, look, XDC and XRP are your most legal, government cleared, working with the government, relationships with governments and banks, on the up and up. I can't think of the other adjectives with this, but did you once hear Bitcoin or Ethereum and anything that I read? Answer no. Okay. What we got, there is no doubt in my mind after what the deep dive we just had, there's no doubt in my mind that XDC and XRP are the cryptos that run the world. The stocks, bonds, derivatives, all that shit is what we were reading right there. These banks weren't tokenizing Ethereum or Bitcoin shit. No one's messing with that fucking shit, okay? We did a whole deep dive. I had probably 15 articles across my screen or whatever. Not one mentioned anything about Bitcoin or Ethereum. Did you hear or see anything? Because I sure as fuck didn't. I didn't see anywhere where they're utilizing any kind of Ethereum to get this shit done, okay? I don't care how much it costs. What I look at, everybody, is facts, okay? Price, well, we just saw Bitcoin go from 63 down to 50 or whatever. I'm only focused on facts, real world use applications, okay? I've just shown you the whole fucking proof right there. When governments are actually utilizing, which is the German Banken Thiensen, whatever it's fucking called, the state-owned commercial bank. For what I just showed you, the government of Germany is mixed up with Ripple and XDC. That was clearly shown here. The government of Germany. This isn't just some bank or some credit union, or this isn't like El Salvador that claims we're going to use Bitcoin and then hides their wallet for 3 years. And then they do nothing with Bitcoin at all. No one's seeing it being used. But here we have governments, two governments, Italy and Germany, and some of the biggest banks in the world, the most powerful people in the world getting this shit done. Alrighty then. 5 Dennis, 1, 2, 3. Thanks for the tax-free donation. Some governments are actually certain families. Oh, I know. I lost the channel because of that one. Stephen Morris. Great show. McPoodle and Dogpool 2024. Got that right? Let's look at the next article. No more deep dives for today. That fucking shit took a while to come up with all that. But that was just straight facts. Like, there is no doubt in my mind. Crypto Hulk, are you worried if XRP goes down to 20 cents? Like, after all the shit that I just showed you, I don't fucking care. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for global crypto regulations and a green light, okay? Then you're going to open up your wallet one day, and you're going to have like 50, 100 million. Some of you guys, 2, 3, 4, 500 million, 1 billion. Some of you guys are going to have 5 billion XRP, $5 billion in XRP, and you're going to be like, holy shit, that Crypto Hulk dude was right. He kept saying, I don't care about the price. I don't care about the price. Because I look at facts. I don't care what the fucking price is right now. It's not even being utilized at a full scale. Let's go. There's that one. Okay. These are lightweight articles. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 very lightweight articles. I'm going to show you the state of the world right now. And I don't care what crypto prices are. That shit doesn't even concern me whatsoever. William S. Thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Then you got Robert Bobby Driscoll. A hell of a show. I have to watch what I missed. Hulk, thanks for the tax-free donation. Yeah, hell of a show. Here's the article. Global stock markets end the day sharply lower. Okay. What we're seeing now is global. I said we're going to have a global stock market problem. That's what's occurring. We have to destroy the global economy. It's not happening now. When all the crypto's ready, somebody's going to get a green light, and just stock market after stock market's going to dump, okay? And then when the world's really, really fucked up, that's when the crypto saves us, okay? Right now, what I'm looking at, things ain't that fucked up. So we got a lot of pain ready to happen. Maybe, hopefully the black swan doesn't last too long, you know, but don't count on it. Don't be I hope it doesn't. Be a person that buys the gold or the silver coins and prepares and be's like, come rain or shine, I don't care what the fuck happens. I'm prepared. Let it rain, I pull out the umbrella. If it's sunny, I'm turning on the air conditioner. I don't give a fuck which way it happens. Eventually, just something needs to fucking happen, okay? Next. The Dow drops 1,000 points, and the Japanese stocks suffer the worst crash since 1987. This is phenomenal. This is almost 30-something years ago. What, 36 years ago this happened? So the American stock market's starting to take a hit. It talks about, in the second paragraph, a global sell-off that began last week. Okay? Very interesting. Let me click out of that. Let's talk about what happened with Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is supposed to be your store of value, right? Let me do a copy and a paste. See what happened with Bitcoin. Bitcoin price crash. Why is the crypto market collapsing? Well, I don't even think we have a crypto market, so I don't even agree with that title. It says Bitcoin has experienced one of its worst sell-offs in history. There you have it right there. There's your article for that. Now, one thing that didn't crash, everybody, is what Crypto Hulk has for sale. And that is gold. That's actually your store of value. And that's why for every $1 in crypto, Crypto Hulk has about $8 in silver and gold. All right? I'm ready for the black swan. I say bring it. If you can't afford silver, get a loan. Like I said, maybe, I don't know, $3,000. Get like paid off in 3 years or something, right? You'll probably be rich with crypto, hopefully in a year. Gold hits record high. And then the next sentence here, Bitcoin's digital gold status is under scrutiny. Huh. Gold surged past 2,500 for the first time in history, setting a new record, gold did. But Bitcoin's reputation as digital gold is facing its most significant test yet. Lastly, here's your last article for today about the banking system and why we're not rich. Okay, I get this question all the time. Why are we rich? What do you think? Okay, here's one of the reasons why. Let me read this real quick. 3/4 of banks face digital banking infrastructure issues. Do you hear me? The banks, at 75% of them, can't handle crypto, according to the article. Now, they may already be hooked up and just be lying. I'm just telling you what the article says. The banking industry is experiencing a seismic shift. Are you hearing me? This article is telling us something massive is coming to banks, okay? A seismic shift as agile digital native fintech. So the financial technology companies are capturing an ever-growing share of the market, burdened by outdated technology. Traditional financial institutions, like all the banks, 75% of the banks face mounting challenges in delivering modern digital services. The growing dominance of fintechs are securing nearly half of all new account openings, highlights the urgency for banks to modernize their infrastructure. I'm not going to read the rest of the article. It's more of a banking kind of deal. I just wanted you to see right here, 75% of the banks are all kinds of fucked up when it comes to crypto. But Crypto Hulk, when's it going to take off? Well, when 75% of the banks that are fucked up turn to 0%, that's probably when. You're probably looking at 6 months to a year, okay? That's when I think the banks will be ready. We know Basel, we talked about Basel somewhere around like what, May of next year, July or something at the latest. So I'm saying maybe in spring, but the banks got to get this technology done. It says right here, Fintechs and digital banks have captured 47% of the new account openings in the first half of 2023. Now, this article is from today. So, this article is showing us what happened in 2023. Fintech companies are snatching up major bank company customers. So, these banks got to get their shit together. That's what needs to happen. And this is from Payments. So it's a very reputable website. Payments often has people from banks giving interviews. So they hear from all the banks. Our banks are in trouble. Look, when the banks get all hooked up, that's when we get rich. I want it to happen. But when you got 75% of these fucking banks using old school computers and shit, that's not going to fucking work. So that's the problem right there. And that's globally, 75% globally. Maybe America's all ready to go. But remember, you ain't taking off because unless the rest of, if you're on that school bus that's going up to the moon, that's taking off on the rocket, you better look behind you because if you don't see the rest of the world on that bus, you ain't going nowhere. Okay, that's just the facts. 50 minutes. I believe that'll be all for today. I'm just looking through the last minute comments here. Barry S. is drinking a bourbon and Coke. That sounds good. I'll be over in 10 minutes. Okay. Now I got to make a show after this. Hopefully I can find news. Okay. What time is it right now? 6:15 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, by around 8:30 Pacific time, if I don't got a show then lined up, then you ain't seeing one in the morning. So I'm gonna spend the next about 2 hours putting together not Kamala's electric school bus. That's the wrong bus. Later legends. Take care. Yeah, so give me 2 hours. If you don't see a show in like 2 hours, I strongly doubt I'm going to have one. This is Crypto Hulk, and I am out of here.